after it, MP.
Make sure you let Coach know my check came late. Appreciate that shit. What up, what up, what up, man? I'm back, man. We got the MVP run, man. Second half. Well, almost the second half of the season. Get ready to come up. I got like 15 games until All-Star. And who the hell is Van Vliet talking to, bruh? This nigga done lost his mind or what? Is this nigga admiring the seat or what? What this nigga got going on, G? Hey, my boy, my guy, what's wrong with you, man? Turn around.
Let me know how
Good advice.
sounds
Thanks.
good.
I will remember to do that.
Definitely exciting times, right?
Like,
Developing our player evaluations on a whole new level now.
Heads up, they're filming. You might be in the background.
Wait, what do I do?
Don't do anything. Just be aware that the
I'd
camera's
like to see
live.
us shoot better than
Well,
these.
I
Never
know.
saw do something wrong.
Calm down. You're not the focus
Not
of
a
the
single
shot.
team managed that in the
back.
last 2
Hey.
seasons. When I'm nervous, I sneeze.
Do not
What's
sneeze.
going on?
Okay, I'll hold it.
What happened?
That's enough. Just go take a break.
Where did
Go
everybody
back
go?
in front of the camera. They were out early shooting today.
They might
How
not
early?
2 hours. See how serious the issue is. That's what we need.
arrived. Understood a good lather.
Yeah, they must be putting a lot into tonight's game.
Radio it in.
We should get some shots
Hey,
of
this is tunnel
game.
staff. We should absolutely not. At all. Not
You know
one.
what?
So then we
Probably
finished
best.
up brunch,
Just
had a nice
towel
little
over
walk in the park.
Wow, sounds like a lovely weekend.
Take care
Where'd you have for lunch?
Eggs Benedict.
Good work, team. I love good eggs, Benny.
I'm a king man myself.
I can hear you, but sometimes you need something a little more substantial.
True.
Lost last night against Sacramento. Them bitch ass niggas broke my win streak. I got Atlanta, Memphis, and Milwaukee. Those 3 games. Like, share, comment, subscribe when we get some games.
Do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, get over the water. I think you'll see.
coming right up. The Hawks taking on the Rockets. For Atlanta, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Rockets, Hawks, coming right up. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Dyson Daniels is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Grimes in at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, we've got money. Clint Capella is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Hardaway in at the 2 guard. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
A shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. Eason against Johnson. Eason's shot is good. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Alexander-Walker. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now, here's MP. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. It's deflected. By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Hardaway, following the bucket by the Hawks. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. Here's MP. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game.
And that is what Daniels is known for, a skilled, tenacious defender.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Hardaway. MP left side. And MP throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Daniels, no good. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. MP passes to Smith. Back to MP. Smith sets the pick for MP. It's good from long range. MP's got 5.
Well, life is good when you have someone as young as MP showing that much poise running pick and roll.
Here's Grimes. Back to Alexander-Walker. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
The drive by MP.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Outside Daniel. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound by Smith.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now, here's MP. He has 7. Just 5 on the clock. Lob pass to Capella. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. The Hawks, number 1.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
A 3 from MP. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And the basket by Money.
Well, these types of looks are easy for MP. The defense must make it harder for the young guy.
Johnson outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Daniels. Okongwu with the screen for Daniels. And Okongwu slams it in.
I really like Daniels' decision-making. He is so good at reading pick and rolls and knowing when to take it himself and when to dish it.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Rockets, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Shepard subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Newell, he's checked in for Atlanta. Buddy Hield comes in for Dyson Daniels. Now, here's MP. He's got 9.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Pass to Newell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, Shepard. Good on the 3-point shot.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
104 left to play in the first. Here's Newell, and again it's Atlanta.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
MP left side. Capella sets a screen for MP. Pass to Smith. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Scoreless thus far. And it's Shepard missing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hield can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
MP looking around. And MP throws it down hard.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Let's go, man.
Rockets lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports
back,
from Toyota Center.
Man, we got to bounce back. Lead by example, man.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Ellis is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Scott Pines heel. Inside, here's Newell, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Healed against Van Vliet. Off target at the rim. And here's Healed. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, we'll see if this East-West matchup plays out the same way. It's a new year, and it's a new series.
And it's blocked by Scott. Here's Jorsic. Healed outside. Kispert setting the pick for Healed. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Kispert, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Fred Van Vliet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them. But adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Kevin, back to you.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Houston making some changes. Tari Eason's checked in for Ellis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Shepard. And MP subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Grimes, guarded by Hardaway. Daniel. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
What athleticism from Daniels on that slam.
Daniels against MP. To the inside. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent defense from Daniels. Here's Newell. Daniels finds Grimes. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
In the corner, it's Eason. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Daniels, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in. Offensive rebound in the corner. Daniels. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. MP outside. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 ball is good. Eason's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's one of Daniels' greatest attributes, his poise as a playmaker.
MP with it. Okongwu covering. Pass to Mycareer. MP outside. There's a screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Jabari Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Newell. Screen by Capella. MP passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
MP inside. Defended by Alexander Walker. Capella with the bucket.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
It's Okongwu, top of the key. Okongwu with a screen on Hardaway. Daniels, no good. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. 1:37 left in the first half of the game. And stolen by Okongwu. Daniels passes to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings put together a nice one. He finished with 19 points, and he helped stretch things out with a few three-point buckets, continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Well, let's see if that rhythm carries over. They will involve him early in this one.
On the wing, Hardaway. Capella sets a screen for Hardaway. Back to MP. For the three. And it's Grimes with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And here is MP. 18 points for him. MP driving, and the dunk by MP.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Rockets ahead, leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
That was an all right first half. I gotta get a good lead on these stuff. First game of the night. All right, first half. Almost had a dub.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, holding steady at the 2 spot. I wonder how they feel about that placement on our ranking scale.
I'm sure it keeps them up at night. That's the power of the power rankings, about equal to a half a cup of coffee.
Well, if it's going to keep them up, I have a product that should put them to sleep. I got all the products, baby.
Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ball game.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Oh, no, I did drop a 20-piece on him in the first half. Okay, I might drop a 40 ball on him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
I got 3 people.
He is giving the fans
injury,
exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
And so here is Houston, a 2-point game. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. On the court for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Daniel. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. Atlanta's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Back to Alexander-Walker. Pass to Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Right side Hardaway. MP with it. 20 points for him. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Here's Daniels. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so, MP will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Puts up a 3. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
And ring another one up. MP not messing around from deep.
On the wing, Johnson. Outside Daniels. Here's Alexander-Walker. The 3-pointer off the mark. Rockets leading by 3. MP outside. Launches it. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Now Okongwu. 14 points for him. Back to Daniels. Here's Alexander-Walker. Atlanta again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Okongwu with a screen on MP. Here's Alexander-Walker. Covered by MP. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
And he drives in. It's tipped. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And the rejection by Smith.
And staying connected to the shooter, Smith has elite defensive tools.
Capella kicks to Smith. Easton passes to MP. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Easton. And they get it back. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Down low. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Rockets making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Newell, he's checked in for Atlanta. Rockets leading by 5. Outside Hardaway. Here's the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
Hardaway passes to Shepard. Smith sets the pick for Shepard. And it goes down 2 points. Shepard's got 5.
From what I've seen, Shepard would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Back to Alexander Walker. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 8.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
For 3, Smith. Atlanta with the rebound. Daniels has got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Bounce pass Smith. Right away, that's a 2-pointer. The shot, no good.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Okongwu, and it's all evened up. Okongwu's now got 6 in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Smith. To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker. That gives them the lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hawks?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Mycareer is checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. Ellis is checked in for Jari Eason. And Money subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. Shepard, the pass to MP. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Shepard. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Money's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Newell. Healed from outside. Rebounded by Ellis.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now, here's MP. The tray. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Hawks on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Glad to have a good fourth quarter.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Shepard out there with MP. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Keon Ellis. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Money passes to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Kenny Smith hits them both. The Hawks leading. Healed with it. Now defended by MP. Down low. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
To the paint, here's Mycareer, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Kispert, the pass to Hield. Hield sets the pick for Johnson. Fires from the line, and again it's Atlanta.
Well, that is a beautiful mid-range jumper there by Johnson, and not necessarily a strong point in his game, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore it completely defensively.
MP against Hield. Pass to Shepherd. Back to MP. Shot clock at 3. To tie it up. Connects from three-point range. Money's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And here is Scott. Pass to Johnson. Hield with a screen on Ellis. Johnson kicks to Hield. Here's Newell, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Newell's got the lead back up to 3 now for Atlanta. And so MV will bring it up for Houston. Now Shepherd. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Extending out that range. Reed Shepherd, this youngster can shoot it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Newell. Quentin Grimes comes in for Scott Daniels. He's checked in for Kispert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Buddy Hield. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Now, here's MP. Defended by Alexander Walker. Hardaway passes to MP. To take the lead. Rebound, Atlanta. Alexander Walker with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's MP. And it's Grimes with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 4. Pass to Alexander Walker. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Grimes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Screen by Smith. MP passes to Smith. 2 points. That one goes.
Playing with confidence. Smith wants to be a guy that this team can rely on.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker with the ball. Daniels off the glass.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And here is MP. Strong finish inside from MP.
Big-time stuff by MP, playing well beyond his years.
Johnson outside. Now Okongwu. MP rips down the rebound. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. MP keeping his balance right there.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
Alexander Walker with the ball. MP's there. That shot no good. Rockets trail by 3. And they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And stolen by MP.
All eyes on MP.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 2 here.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Okongwu. And that one is good.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Look, I understand you want to fight for the basketball, but you also have to be smart about it.
Now Okongwu. And that one is good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
The 3 goes down.
To see MP step up in clutch situations is so impressive. He clearly already has that gene.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Covered by MP. 6 to shoot. With the step back. It drops.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Smith sets the pick for MP. Knocks down the 3.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Screen by Capella. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2
Man,
for
they
him.
cheating, bro.
Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
These niggas cheating like a motherfucker. Charge, bro. You fucking
Pivotal
kidding me?
moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Just let this nigga just jump out in front of me like that, bro. Come on, 2K.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
MP fires. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well,
wow. I don't think I've been shammed like that all season. That's crazy.
Getting 3 rebounds in 4 games for one makes you nice.
Yeah, but also to remind them to be vigilant and responsible, keep attention on the action, and to remind them to have hand open to deflect anything that goes sideways.
Yeah,
good advice, thanks. Yes, I will remember to do that.
My family is really into fruit. My cousin says
You're out.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Sacramento, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Smith out there with Clint Capella. Then it's MP. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. And for the Grizzlies, we've got Santi Aldama. Also Brandon Clark out there. Ja Morant is out there with Jackson. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. We're just about halfway through the season, RJ. Is it too early for struggling teams to hit the panic button?
Some teams need to make changes. That's no question. But now isn't the time for GMs to start making knee-jerk reactions.
Now here's Morant. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Clark. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Now here's Aldama, covered by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Smith with the rebound. MP with it. The shot off that time. Jackson down low, defended by Hardaway. Outside Morant. softly drops in the floater.
Oh, that's a nice touch from Morant. He's better inside the arc. That's rare for small guards these days.
Screen by Capella. Money, the pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. From 11 feet away, shots blocked. Back comes Houston in transition. Eason with the ball. Guarded by Morant. And MP throws it down.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Clark with a screen on Hardaway. To the paint. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's MP. He's putting up some terrific numbers. Over 28 a game. Hardaway, the pass to MP. Wing shot on the way. Another one falls for Houston.
I like how MP picks his spot on offense. Terrific decision there by him.
MP against Morant. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
The free throw drops for Morant. Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
Now here's Morant. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Coward missing. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Smith outside. Here's Shepherd, hounded by Morant. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Clark. And now Memphis on the break. And that one's good. Coward.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Smith outside. Now here's Eason. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Grizzlies lead by 3. Now Morant. He's got 5. Oh, they get a hand on it. Eason with a steal. Smith outside. Over Clark. Houston with another miss. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Houston working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Capella. Houston needs to get off a shot for 3. Smith. And they recover it.
You love seeing Smith Jr. be assertive off the catch. Great shot.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Pass to Jackson. Clark outside. Now Morant. Beyond the arc. Capella with a rebound. Eason against Jackson. Here's Shepherd. Outside Hardaway. There's the triple with the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Capella's got 6.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
With his first shot attempt, that's good from Jackson on the assist by Morant.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So Memphis ends up going with a new group, and Houston will go for a different look here. Mycare's checked in for Clint Capella. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Ellis is checked in for Eason, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Hardaway. .107 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Mycare's. Here's VanVleet, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Ready to play rough inside. VanVleet navigates the contact.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. VanVleet against Jerome. Here's Hendricks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Drills it from deep. VanVleet's got 5 now.
This is VanVleet's calling card. He's actively looking to fire from deep.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jerome. Into the lane. Here's Clayton. The 3 from Wood. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Fires it. And another basket for Houston.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Rockets on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Jalen Williams. Kyle Anderson is out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Atlanta had a huge game. He had 39 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Talking about Dorian Finney-Smith, he plays that 3-and-D role so well, RJ.
Yeah, he's one tough dude. Long, athletic, loves that corner 3. He has all the tools that teams are looking for.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Morant. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Morant fights through contact inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Finney-Smith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Morant, the pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. It's Morant capitalizing inside.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Rockets lead by 5. MP outside. Outside Hardaway. Shoots it from the high post. And another basket for Houston.
The midi went down easy for Hardaway Jr.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Here's Jerome. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Shepherd comes in for MP. Houston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Hardaway. Mycareer passes to Capella. Chalk up 2 there. Capella's got 8 points.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
Morant against Hardaway. Morant with the bucket.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Jerome finds Jackson. Here's Morant. Good D by Hardaway.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Pass to Mycareer. And here's Capella. Here's Shepherd, guarded by Aldama. Jerome feeling it out a bit. Clark outside. Now here's Jackson, defended by Eason. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. 16 feet out. It's hauled in by Houston.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's Mycareer. No made baskets yet. Here's Shepherd. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. And And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
You're such a bruising physical player. Capella is often tough to guard without fouling.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Capella hits them both.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you guys.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. First free throw is good. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. Lets a floater go. Aldama grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 5. Jackson on the wing, defended by Eason. And again, it's Memphis missing. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Pass to Capella. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Capella's got 6 in the quarter.
Time after time, it's been Capella. He's doing damage.
Morant looking for an opening. Oh, Morant takes the contact, and it still goes. Wow.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Hardaway with a screen on Morant. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
They've done a lot of good things today, but one area they need to improve is their ball security.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Coward. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
In this offense, they rely on Van Vliet to move the ball and find teammates.
Now Morant, guarded by Van Vliet. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Aldama outside. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
We cannot lose this game.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
Well, these are very early returns, but even so, you can see who the fans are excited to see play.
A lot of these guys deserve the votes, but there's some big names missing. Come on, America, do better.
Well, let's turn now to our current game. And I tell you what, How about Clint Capella in the first half?
They keep feeding him, and he's getting after it. Once you let him get comfortable, tough to slow him down, Kenny.
Yeah, especially when you slow down the word comfortable. You actually seen better defense at times, but he finds another way to get it done.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. A fantastic game from Clint Capella in this one.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
And so MP will bring it up for the Rockets. The lead is 2. Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Tari Eason is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's MP. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And they pick up 2. Capella's got 16 points.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Morant, the pass to Clark. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. That won't fall. 6 for 10 from the floor now. Here's MP. Power move from MP.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Morant, that basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And that's 15 points for Ja Morant. Houston leading by 4. MP scanning the floor. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Morant against MP. Pass to Aldama. Fires for 3. Morant missing again. The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. And here's MP from outside. Memphis with a rebound.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
It's stolen by MP. Out on his own on the break. MP goes straight to the rim.
Yeah, strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
Jackson, the pass to Clark. Eason against Jackson. Pass to Morant. And the layup falls. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Let me just say this. You're going to want to put some extra tape on your ankles if you've got to guard Ja Morant, because his handle is on a string.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Capella screen on Morant. MP up top, hounded by Morant. Screen by MP. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway, the pass to Money. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Clark outside. Here's Coward. Misses the 3.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Picked by Smith. Here's Money. The slam from MP.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the 2-man game to perfection.
Morant against MP. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Aldama. To the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Houston leading by 8. Capella screen on Morant, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Pass to Clark. Here's Coward from deep. He buries it from 3. And it's now only a 5-point Rocket lead.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Left side, Hardaway. From behind the arc. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Coward. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. To the inside. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Hardaway. MP, the pass to Capella. That one goes. Count it. Capella's got 18 points in the game.
Timeout.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Williams is checked in for Clark. And Ty Jerome subbed in for Ja Morant. Mycareer checked in for Houston. Grizzlies trail by 7. Jerome outside. Outside, Williams. Back to Jerome. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Money misses.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole 3-pointer came in the first half.
Jerome outside. Pass to Jackson. Got it. Good job in the low post. 12 points for him.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
MP with it. Picked up by Jerome. Offensive rebound. From deep, MP. MP making the long-range connection.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Jerome outside. Inside, Jackson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Smith left side. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Jackson outside. Tipped. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Rockets on top. They're up by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started.
Not losing this game, man. They got me fucked up. Straight up.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Ty Jerome is out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Williams, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. There's the steal. Ellis outside. Pass to Money. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
He notched one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
They set the pick. Here's Clayton. He's guarded by Ellis. Jerome with the ball. 5 on the clock. Williams from long range knocks down the triple. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Clayton. Back to Jerome. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The 3. Rockets with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Money. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Memphis. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Capella's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Clark. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Jerome against MP. Oh, got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
No good on the quick 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Clayton. And he lobs it up to the rim. Kicks it out to Clark. Outside Morant. Launches it. And it's MP with a rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. It doesn't go for him. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Morant, the pass to Williams. And the deficit down inside single digits. Williams has got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Mycareer. Eason comes in for Ellis. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Shepherd. Smith with a screen on Morant. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Back to MP. Smith with a screen on Morant. Smith right side. Out to the right wing. MP against Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Grizzlies trail by 7. Clark outside. Pass to Jackson. Rebounded by Smith. And so MP will bring it up for the Rockets. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Morant. That one's in there.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
MP. He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Aldama outside. Here's Coward, defended by Eason. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
MP, he comes off the pick and finishes strong.
Oh boy, did MP's team need that basket. Already proven he can come up big in his young career.
Free throw good, MP.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Stolen by MP. Here's Smith.
What timing by Smith, getting into the air right on cue to finish it.
8-point game. Outside Morant. Tuck in the post. He's against Capella.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
MP against Morant. Here goes MP. Oh, MP! An emphatic finish.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
MP against Morant. Off on the layup.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Capella. And now Memphis on the break. Now Jackson. He's off from three. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Can't get it. And here's Memphis, trailing by 8. The putback. How about the activity?
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And the MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant! The three is off. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, BA, playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
MP fires. And so it's Houston winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that.
Get out of here.
All right. This is the third game in our MVP series, another important one. Gotta bring home this dub and look good doing it, you know?
What's on the pregame playlist?
Nothing.
Nothing. I thought you might want something
Absolutely
gritty.
nothing, man.
Sometimes
right
I just like silence, honestly. But hey, look, I promise
dog.
y'all, my game, I'm coming in and it's gonna be loud.
give me a second. I was talking to my son.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. To take a look at the Pistons, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And Houston, they've been really consistent so far this season, not making big moves up or down the rankings, and that can be harder to achieve than you might think.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. And Fernie Simons out there with Rollins. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. And for the Rockets, they've got Tari Eason. Hardaway is out there with Money. Then it's Smith. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Clock at 4, Antetokounmpo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
And for the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
As you know, MP and Giannis are both having MVP caliber seasons. I talked to MP earlier about how he's approaching this game, and he said it's hard to match Giannis in a physical battle. That's why he's won MVP before. We need to defend without fouling and make him earn his points on the floor and not at the free throw line. Can't argue with MP's logic there, guys.
He's not wrong. Hey, we thank you for that report.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Capella with a screen on Jackson. MP looking around. In the corner, it's Eason. And stolen by Simons. Floats it up for Giannis. It's stolen by Smith. And it's Houston on the break. Shot by Eason, no good. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Giannis. Portis a screen on Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Simons from outside. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. On the wing, MP. Covered by Simons. Pass to Eason. Here's Hardaway. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Giannis.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Banked in off the glass.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Hardaway passes to Money. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Let's take a look at the numbers for Bobby Portis.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Giannis against Smith. Nice crossover to get that one. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Dribble moves shouldn't be that easy for a player with Giannis's length. They should make them illegal.
Rockets trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Shepard's checked in for Houston. Now, here's Simon. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
MP with it, covered by Simon. Here's MP. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Smith with a screen on Simons. Just 5 to shoot. MP passes to Smith. Fast break, Milwaukee up the floor. And Portis throws it down.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong positioning inside.
The 3 from MP. Drains it from beyond the arc. Money's got his second bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Capella sets a screen for MP. And Capella with the basket on the assist by MP.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jackson in the corner. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo passes to Simons. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 6. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. And MP throws it down.
MP on a mission there to get to the bucket.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He had 36 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Pass to Simons. Here's Rollins. And here is Simons. Shot from the wing. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Money. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Money's got 10 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 6. And the
This
second
gonna be a
quarter
tough
will be
game
on the
with
way
Giannis,
when
man.
we come back.
I ain't even gonna lie, this gonna be a tough one. I can already tell. They're gonna bullshit for Giannis.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside. And you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Reed out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Landry Shamet. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Spencer in at point.
How about the reach and reaction by Smith Jr. to get his hand up and just disrupt that play?
Kicks it out to Ellis. Reed with the steal. Pass to Shamet. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Van Vliet outside. Off target with his 3. Bucks leading by 8. Kuzma passes to Spencer. Here's Reed. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Jackson comes in for Reed. And Rollins subbed in for Landry Shamet. And for Houston, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. To the inside. Shepherd, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect the paint.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Mamu Kelishvili has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Rollins. Outside Jackson. Now here's Giannis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shepherd, covered by Rollins. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Van Vliet. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
The drive by Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
MP's checked in for Houston. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Man, put me in the game, man. What are we doing?
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's MP. He's got 10. And it's Shepherd missing. Floats it up for Giannis. It's stolen by Smith. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. Rollins with the bucket. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Bucks leading by 5. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Smith. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
Here's Smith and the dunk by Smith.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Ellis. Hardaway is subbed in for Shepherd. Simons from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Simons has got 8.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from there.
To the wing on the left. Eason gets a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Portis a screen on Hardaway. It's tipped and stolen by Eason. MP passes to Eason. And here's MP for three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Simons. Now Jackson. Rollins the pass to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here is Portis. Shoots over Capella. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Come on,
well, the defense was there, but big Bobby Portis made a tough shot. A high-level basketball play.
Another miss by MP.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Capella with a screen on Simons. Tipped away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Ain't nothing. You can make that come back in the 3rd. Lock in.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Yeah, I've been impressed with all those guys so far, but I want to see who holds up down the stretch.
Yeah, the length of an NBA season tends to take its toll on rookies, especially as opponents adjust to them. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Jabari Smith is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's MP. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Eason in at the small forward. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. That's a 2 from Simons. It's good from the top of the key. Simons has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
Man, once Simons found his rhythm, he's been non-stop.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And both free throws good for MP.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Smith sets the pick for MP. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That is his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Capella with a screen on Simons. The drive by MP. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, sometimes this seems too easy for Capella. The hoop is right there for him.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at money. He's got a place in the starting lineup as it stands now. He's at number 5 in the Western Conference.
And I really feel like the fans got it right. A lot of players are having big seasons in the West, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Outside, Simons. Shot clock at 5. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And here's MP for 3. Rollins grabs the board. Bucks leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Portis. Rebounded by Capella.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
MP outside. Inside, Smith. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Money's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Smith finishing it off.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. MV is number 1.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Rollins against Hardaway. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 6.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Houston.
Simons against MP. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He's got such a smooth release on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Smith is lethal off ball.
Here's Simons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Shepard's checked in for Hardaway. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
MP against Simon. Pass to Capella. Rebounded by the Bucks. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by MP. Out to Smith. Back to MP. Down low. And the dunk by Smith.
And in that two-man action, Smith can roll, pop out for a three. Really, he's got the defense at his mercy.
Simons on the wing. Covered by MP. For three. Knocks down the three ball. 5 points in the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
MP finds a gap.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Smith against Portis. Outside, Simon. Free throw line jump shot. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Smith. Shamet kicks to Simons. 13 feet away. And Turner at the basket on the assist by Simons.
Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming.
MP passes to Finney-Smith. Here's MP. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Shepard. The rebound by Turner. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Simons. And that one, good. Simons has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Shepard, the pass to MP. MP rattling the rim.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Steps back. Pass to Spencer. Up top, Kuzma. Fires, high post. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Down
what
3.
a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Bucks. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this
11.
game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
We were down 11. Only down 3.
And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey, guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, the small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Then it's Turner. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Spencer in at the 1 spot. Shepard, the pass to Smith. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Shamet, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Smith has been aggressive and effective all night.
The shot's good. Kuzma's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Out to Smith to tie it up. And Spencer pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Giannis. To the paint. Out to Kuzma. Fires for 3. Hands it from downtown. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter with strong fundamentals. Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Houston making a switch here. MP's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis is checked in. MP left side.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that playoff with a dunk.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo, strong finish.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
MP with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And some nice passing there by Houston. MP against Kuzma. MP passes to Shepard. MP high post. Kuzma pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill. Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Pass to Shepard. Off target from three-point range.
Man, they got this nigga missing.
And it's
everything.
Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. It's hauled in by MP.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
There's the triple. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
Oh. Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against Sacramento, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
Now Eason. The long shot, no good. Shoots the 3. Here's Jackson from deep. Portis sticking with it and finally got it to go.
This team trusts Portis to make those saves, cleaning the offensive glass and then using his size to get a bucket.
MP, the 3 doesn't go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here is Antetokounmpo. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. MP. That does not go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Jackson. Takes the three. Drained from outside.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
I would have scored 50 to beat these games, man. They bullshit.
Smith with a screen on Simons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
What a block. You have to admire Giannis's willingness to challenge shots at the rim.
Bucks leading by 12.
Hopefully I have all my players.
Ed Simons. He drills the three.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Jacks up a three. Down it goes for three. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 16-7 run. Yep, that's going to go in.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Get mine! Watch outside!
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And
MP, I know you're going through some personal issues. It must be difficult to have to perform under these circumstances.
Yeah, it could be a struggle, but we're all dealing with something, you know? That's why you got to be nice to people. You never know what someone's going through in their life. My dad taught me that a long time ago.
Wise words.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
Well, we're all sending him our best. Thanks, MP.
Thanks, Tom. Really appreciate that.
Back to you, Kevin.
People online are saying you lost his MVP showdown. Any thoughts on that one?
Look, if that's what the perception is, then that's what the perception is. Only thing for me to do now is play better next time and quiet down all that chirping.
Shit, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. I'll be on tomorrow. Gotta get up in the morning.